What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card prediction. This is for UFC Singapore. Max Holloway versus the Korean Zombie. It's going to be a pretty good fight card. It's got some pretty good fights on it. I like a lot of the fights in the main event. Coming off that UFC 292 fight card, that was pretty good, man. It had some pretty decent fights on it. I thought there was going to be a couple more crazy finishes on the main card, but there wasn't. But we still did decent on it, and it was a fun card to watch. But we're going to do a recap of that, go over a bunch of other stuff, and then we'll get right into these bets. Recap for UFC 292. I went 3-2 on my bets for plus 0.65 units. That makes 11 out of 13 winning weeks, which is always nice. My 3 winning bets I had Karine Silva under 2.5 rounds, plus 275 on that. That was a nice underdog pick. It was nice and easy. She got her out of there in the first round. Second win was the Petrosky over 1.5 rounds, and I like that too. And it kind of got close to finishing in that second round when he dropped Mearshart, but other than that, it was a pretty good fight, and it went over 1.5 easy, plus 2.5 units on that. Third winning bet was Rodriguez under 1.5, so I got plus 2 units on that. That was as easy as it gets, man. He got him out of there in like a minute, 10 seconds. 2 losing bets. I had Austin Hubbard over 2.5, and that was one of my more confident picks, man. And it just, he got caught in that armbar and then put into the triangle. And that was it, man. Minus 3.5 units on that. And my second losing bet was Rodriguez parlayed with Sterling, man. Minus 3.1 units on that. And if Sterling could have won, I would have had a back-to-back plus 6.75 unit wins. But it is what it is, man. Sugar Sean looked good. Got that, touched that chin, found it like he said, and he's the new champ. So that's pretty good. But brings my overall official bet record to 266 and 188 for plus 100.75 units. And it brings my 2023 record to 84 and 63 for plus 23.45 units. So as always, man, we're in the green as always, still winning. Like I said, 13, that's 11 out of 13 weeks of winning weeks. I don't know how many people's doing that, but that's pretty tough to do. But everybody, man, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you like to win money, smash the subscribe button. Leave me a comment to help the algorithm. If that's the only way you can support the channel, I'll take it. I'll take any support possible. Layer Cake Discord is free. The link is going to be in the description. You can join it. You can go in there and talk to people about stocks. You can talk to people about NFL football, anything, man. Go in there. It's a good time, good community. We don't allow no bull crap in there. So join up. It's free. Links in the description. We'll be talking about fights and stuff. I'm gonna do a live show. I think I might do a fight companion. I might get up at 5 in the morning and actually, do a watch along for my Discord people and for everybody. So everybody check that out. My Layer Cake Patreon is up and running. It's $10 a month. With that $10, you're going to get my early picks. As soon as I make a bet, you're going to get it. You're going to beat line movement. I've already beat line movement for Singapore. You see I beat line movement for every single card. I take flack on it on Twitter because I have to post the ticket, a couple days later, but it is what it is. I take care of them Patreon. So you get my early bets. You're going to get my 10 best bets in order of confidence. You're going to get my DraftKings lineup, Layer Cake Parlay, a whole bunch of different stuff. I've downloaded my Contender Series video on there first, and I'm gonna be doing another Contender Series video for tomorrow. Be downloading it on there first and stuff, and then any bets I'm making for the Contender Series, that's where I'm posting them. They're on track. They're gonna be on my Patreon, so check that out, man. $10 a month. That's how you can help support the channel. If I've helped you win any bets or anything, and $10 a month will help, man. I'm telling you, it helps me buy these paintings and all that stuff, and it makes doing all the tape work and everything a little bit easier. So appreciate everybody that's already in that. Like I said, if you can't support that way, just smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. The giveaway, man, we had some close stuff on the giveaway this weekend. Ted Sox came in second place. He had Rodriguez by KO, Vera by decision, and the Aljamain Sterling fight doesn't go to decision. That was plus 492. But the winner is Robert 1374, who had Silva Miraz ends in sub. Natalia Silva and Aljo fight doesn't go to decision at plus 535. So both them guys killed it. Robert 1374, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Send me your address and stuff, and I'll get you them 2 cards sent out. I appreciate everybody that competed in the competition, and I think I'm going to do another big one or a decent one for UFC France. So check out that. Wait for that, man. All right. First, real quick, I do want to go over some winning bets that I had in my Discord, in the Layer Cake Discord. I like to do this every single week, go over a couple of the winning bets. So let's see what they got in here. I know we had a lot of people hitting big, so let's see what we got. 1 second. My bad. All right. So what we got my boy Flav as always hitting with Karina Silva for -130. Excellent bet, excellent line. Bought that down. We got my boy Aki 718 hit Karini Silva, Natalie Silva, the Silva parlay, man. That was nice. And he's been winning a ton. So that was an excellent hit right there. We got Epic King bets with the 20 doubles, man. Karini Silva, Natalie Silva. That was a nice one. Dre Drippa with Karini Silva, Natalie Silva. That seemed like the easier parlay of the card, and they hit it with ease, you know. OG NGM had Petrosky Mirshar had the over 1.5 at -130. Excellent hit. Jesus is King had Silva Karini, had Karini Silva, had Natalia Silva, and had Petrosky for the win. That's nice, man. I like that. Let's see. Tyler, OG. There's another one. OG NGM. This was the one I wanted to point out. So I was a little shocked at the other one. 6-fight parlay. Karini Silva, Natalia Silva, over 1.5. Brad Katona, and he threw in the underdog Kurt Holloway and Gregory Rodriguez. 10 to pay 189. Man, that's an excellent hit. That is an excellent hit. Let's see. We got Flav. I don't know why I said that. Flav hitting Marlon Vera plus 123 with the profit boost. What a bet, man. Narashi hitting the 4 fight parlay with Natalia Silva, Gregory Rodriguez, Brad Tavares, and Ian Gary. That was a nice hit right there. Let's see. Right here, Polly me hitting. Look at this. Silva, Petrosky, Katona, Rodriguez, Gary, 650 to pay 28 bucks. That's an excellent hit. Them odds are super nice. I definitely like those. Narad out here hitting pretty big too. Welly Zhang to win by TKO decision or disqualification or decision. Welly Zhang to win by submission or decision. 50 to pay 120. Nick Boa in the house hitting Natalia Silva, Gregory Rodriguez, Machado, and Welly Zhang. Man, that's a nice hit. I should have been on that myself. Right, here's another one that he put in through that had PFL on it. Nathan Kelly, money line. Marina Maknatkina. Jesus, I haven't looked at these names for a minute. Dennis Golstiv, money line. Larissa Pacheco, money line. All them hit. D Boone right here, small bet, but hit at plus 380, which is excellent, man. He was on Sugar Sean O'Malley. Fight ends in round 2. What a sharp bet. So I appreciate everybody that gets on the Discord, man. Helps out, talks with people, gives people good bets, and then posts them bets and just keeps the conversation going. I really appreciate that. Now it's time to get into this UFC Singapore card. It's going to be a good card. Like I said, I actually like some bets on this card. I actually like some of the fights to watch. So it's not going to be too bad. I think it's better than some of the last cards we've been getting. First fight is in the men's featherweight division. We got Seung Choi versus Jarno Errens. Seung Choi is 10-6, and he's currently sitting at -200. He's 30 years old. 6 foot with the 74.5-inch reach. Jarno is 13-4-1, currently sitting at plus 165. He's 28 years old, 5'11 with the 73-inch reach. So you see, he actually has the decent size. Usually Seung Choi is a lot bigger than everybody fights, but he's only going to be 1 inch and have 1.5 inches of reach over Jarno Errens. Seung Choi is a good fighter, man. He actually has really good striking. He's got good head kicks. He's got a phenomenal lead left hook. You've seen him knock a couple people out with that left hook. He's also been knocked out with the left hook, but when he got Julian Erosa with it, that was a super nice punch. But he's got decent offensive and defensive grappling against the cage. He's got decent offensive and defensive takedowns too. Pretty good grappling game all around. He's got good striking with excellent power. His boxing is really good, and he's got really good kicks. He just gets careless sometimes, gets in firefights, man, and gets beat like he did with Mike Trezano. That was an excellent fight. They had a double knockdown in that first round, and then Trezano just ended up hitting him with that harder left hook, getting him out of there. And just with Alex Caceres, he was doing great, beating him up, made one mistake, threw a kick. Caceres ducked it, somehow took his back, and then choked him out within like 10 seconds. So the guy makes mistakes, man, but he's a decent fighter. You see he's got power in his hands, and you see he's got good good kickboxing. He's got good grappling. Jarno Errens, he's a good fighter too, man. He's got good kickboxing himself. He's got decent judo. He comes from the judo background, but he does have good striking. He's got nice flying knees. He's got pretty nice boxing. He's got good power in his right hand. He throws a good variety of kicks. I think this is going to be a really good fight. You've seen his last fight with William Gomez. He lost by a decision majority. I thought Gomez like won the 2 out of 3 rounds clearly, but it was still a good fight. And Jarno Errens almost submitted him in that 3rd round. But he's good. He's a good, well-rounded fighter. The only thing I don't like about him is his takedown defense, and that's why William Gomez was able to win that fight, because he was striking good with him, but Gomez was able to land takedowns, and he's not even a wrestler. He's a kickboxer type guy himself, so that's a little alarming. But I think this fight is going to be very good. I think that Seung Choi should only be minus like 130, and I was going to bet Jarno at plus 200, and then I just didn't do it. I already got a couple other dogs on this card, but I do think he has a good chance to win, but I'm picking Seung Choi just for the grappling advantage. I've seen him use it against like Yusuf Salau, counter grappling and offensive grappling. And Jarno Errens' takedown defense just looked terrible against Gomez. So give me Seung Choi, but I won't be betting that fight. I'll be staying away from that fight. Next fight is in the men's welterweight division. We got Yasuku Kinoshita versus Billy Goff. Kinoshita is 6-2, currently sitting at minus 150. He's 23 years old, 6 foot with a 71.5-inch reach. Billy Goff is 8-2, 25 years old, currently sitting at plus 125, 5'10 with a 72.5-inch reach. So you see Kinoshita is going to have 2 inches of height, and Billy Goff's going to have 1 inch of reach. Kinoshita is good. I like his striking. He's a southpaw striker. He's got an excellent right lead head kick and body kick. He's got good leg kicks. He throws a lot of volume with them. He's very sneaky with his setups, with his angles, with his feints. I really like that. He's got KO power in that left hand. That straight left on the pipe is good. He's got good knees in the clinch. And he's fast. He's a fast fighter, and he's still a young kid, man. He's good. And he's got a lot of room to grow. But the only thing I don't like about him is his grappling. You've seen Adam Fugit was able to take him down 4 times in that first round. And then at the last one, when he slowed down a little bit, Fugit took him down and just elbowed him out. It looked like he didn't have much to offer off his back. And at 23 years old, fighting out of Japan, I'm not sure what his wrestling background and all that's like. I can tell he's got good striking. You can tell that. But he's just defensive grappling is terrible. Striking defense isn't all that good either. Billy Goff, though, man, I like this guy. His striking defense ain't all that great either. You seen him? He got kicked in the head on the Ultimate Fighter. I mean, on the Contender Series, and dropped within like the first 20 seconds. But then he came back and just put the pressure on Shimon. Was able to get him out of there in the first round. And I've seen him like Justin Sumner. He fought him at 185, so he could become the double champ at CES. And that was a tough fight at first. He was getting taken down and beat up on the ground, but Justin Sumner was so much bigger than him. He survived that. He lands some big shots himself. He ends up taking Justin Sumner down in the second round and elbowing him out. Basically, this kid's a junkyard dog. He's got really good boxing. He's well-rounded. He's got crazy volume and pace. Excellent cage clinch. He's got really, really good elbows and dirty boxing in the clinch. Even in the middle of the cage with the head clinch, he's got excellent dirty boxing. His cardio's crazy. He's got crazy toughness. He's a legit junkyard dog. Like, these are my favorite guys to bet. He'll throw 15 punch combinations. As soon as somebody starts to slow down at all, he'll take over. Like I said, it is worrisome that he can get rocked and he can get dropped. But I think in this fight that he's just going to overwhelm Kinoshita, man. I like Billy Goff. I like him at plus 125. I bet him as an underdog. And I think that he's going to be able to survive any big shots in the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of this fight. And then once he starts getting his grappling going, man, he's going to wear on Kinoshita and he's going to get him out of there. I really think that he gets the finish victory in this fight. And I like him as a nice underdog pick. Next fight's in the men's bantamweight division. We got Toshiomi Kazama versus Garret Armfield. Kazama is 10-3, currently sitting at plus 140. He's 26 years old, 5'7" with a 69-inch reach. Garret Armfield's 8-3, currently sitting at minus 165, 26 years old, 5'6" with the 70-inch reach. They're about the same size. Kazama's going to have 1 inch of height, and then Armfield will have 1 inch of reach. Kazama, I watched a lot of his fights before, and I went back and watched them again. He's a decent fighter. He's got pretty good like judo tosses. He's got decent takedowns. He's got really good jiu-jitsu on the ground, man. He's got some crazy submissions. He's got good triangle chokes. He's got this weird choke or submission where he puts the guy is almost like a chicken wing, this arm lock that they're calling it. It's like a chicken wing lock that he has. You see punch from twister position. This guy's got really sneaky jiu-jitsu. His wrestling is okay. His judo throws are decent, But I don't think his striking is good at all, man. When he's striking, he's just trying to get people in the clinch, and he does wear on people, but he's just trying to get people in the clinch and get them down. And if he can't get them down, he gets beat up standing up. Nakamura, you've seen he just tried to get in a straight up fight with him. I think he knew he couldn't out wrestle him, so he just got in a slugfest, dude, and he got lit up. But the dude's good. He's got good grappling. I don't think his striking's on the level. Like, I don't think he can stand up with most people for more than like a minute, and without getting beat up. So he's constantly going into the clinch, constantly trying to get the takedowns, but his takedowns aren't that great. Like I said, a lot of these dudes, the Asian dudes, don't have this wrestling background and stuff. But we got Garret Armfield here, man. This kid has excellent boxing. His hands are fast, accurate. He'll throw in combos. He's got excellent uppercuts. He's got really good calf kicks, and he'll throw them in volume. Decent offensive and defensive wrestling. He's in grappling. He has it in the first round. He looks good. And then it seems like if he can't get his man out of there in that first round, then he kind of slows down. Like Mateo Vogo, he beat the crap out of this kid. And this kid's about to be on the Ultimate Fighter this year. But he beat the crap out of him in the first round, had him bloody, beat him from pillar to post, comes out in the second round, gets taken down. It looks like he's gassed, and then he just kind of gets choked out. But in all fairness, he didn't have his coaches there for that fight. But then against David Onama, he came in on short notice, but it was more of the same thing. Looked really good in the first round, even had good offensive and defensive grappling himself. Striking looked good. Second round comes out a little flat, gets taken down and choked out. So you see he's got a lot of first round finishes here, most of them. And then he's got a decision over this 6-3 dude that went to split because he slows down so bad. It's going to be a really good fight. I'm going to take Garret Armfield. I'm going to say that he can finish Toshiomi Kazama. Kazama's pretty good, but I don't think he's going to be able to get Garret Armfield down in the first round. I think Armfield's going to light him up with strikes and get him out of there. But I'm not going to be betting on that fight. It's kind of a lower level fight, and let's just kind of try to stay away from them ones. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. We got Na Liang versus JJ Aldrich. Liang's coming up in the women's flyweight. I'm sorry, not featherweight. We got Na Liang coming up from strawweight. That's why I got mixed up in my head. But Na Liang, aggressive fighter, terrible striking. She can throw a straight right down the pipe as she's trying to close distance to get the clinch or get a takedown. Her wrestling's not too bad. She'll use all strength to grab you. It's no technique. She's just going to try to grab you and throw you to the ground. You see here on her record, she's got 6 KO and 11 subs, but that's over very, 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 very low level girls. You see even right here, she's 18-4 fighting a 0-0 girl, fight 17-4 versus 2-0, 14-4 versus 0-2. So she just has very low level competition. She's very aggressive. She's got decent wrestling. She's got decent jiu-jitsu, and she's got about 3 minutes of gas. She goes real hard, and either she's going to get you out of there or she's going to get taken out of there. And other than that, striking's terrible, decent wrestling. Like I said, 3 minutes of cardio. JJ Aldrich, man, she's decent. I know everybody hates her after she got beat by Lipsky last fight. She didn't really fight a good fight. She didn't try to really grapple at all. She just stood there and got beat up. But she's got good boxing out of the southpaw stance. No power. She's not dangerous, but she's got a nice takedown D. She's got decent offensive wrestling herself. You see against like Erin Blanchfield, Jillian Robertson, Vanessa Demopoulos. She's got good defensive BJJ. Her offensive ain't that great, but she'll stay on top and land some shots. Really nothing great about her. She's not bad anywhere, but she's not really good anywhere. She's just average, and that's why she don't finish anybody. She's got 9 decision wins out of her 11. But I'm going to take her. I'm going to take her to actually get her first, TKO stoppage in a while. I think Na Liang slows down so bad. She's going to go for the finish bad in the first round. She's not going to be able to get the finish. She may be able to land a takedown or two, use all her energy, and then JJ Aldrich beats her up. So I'll be looking at the under in this fight, and that's the only way I bet. I'm not touching it any other way. Terrible fight. Men's welterweight division. We got Seung Kenan versus Rolando Bedoya. And this should be a really good fight, especially after seeing Bedoya's last fight and Kenan Seung, honestly. Kenan Seung's 19-7, currently sitting at plus 225. He's 33 years old, 6 foot with a 71.5-inch reach. Rolando Bedoya's 14-2, 26 years old, 5'11" with a 75.2-inch reach. So you see Bedoya is going to have 4 inches of reach, where Kenan Seung will have 1 inch of height. Kenan Seung, he's been in the UFC for a while. He's fought a different variety of fighters. He's fought some low-level comp where he's looked good against like Callan Powder and Derek Krantz, but then he stepped up to like Max Griffin, Machado, Marino, and he gets beat up. He's not really that bad of a fighter. He's got good boxing. He's finished 17 of his 19 wins with 9 KO. He really does have power in his hands. You see him knock out Callan Powder, Hector Aldana, Bobby Nash. The dude's pretty dangerous. He actually fought Israel Adesanya back in the day and got kicked in the face for it. But excellent left hook. You've seen him drop Ian Gary with that and almost get him out of there. He's got a good straight right and he's got a good overhand right and he throws good leg kicks. Like he's a well-rounded, tough fighter. He can get clipped sometimes, but usually he's pretty good. The Max Griffin knockout was kind of weird because he just got hit and got dropped, and then Max punched him in the back of the head and he went out cold. But the Gary fight was good, like I said. But other than that, he was able to survive with Alex Moreno. But Rolando Bedoya, man, it's hard to know what we got with this kid because he looked decent in a loss on short notice to Chaos Williams. But like, how good is Chaos Williams? You know what I mean? To just think that this dude, because he looked good in a loss to him, is all of a sudden just going to beat everybody in the UFC. I just don't go for that. But Bedoya, though, he's got good volume striking. You see him against Chaos. He's very durable. He was taking big shots to the face and returning them back. He's got an excellent leg kick, calf kick game. He was hitting Chaos with a ton of calf kicks. He throws a ton of them. He's got really nice boxing. He's got really fast hands. His counter boxing's nice. That's why I think it was an excellent fight with Chaos, because Chaos was coming forward the whole time, and he's just countering him. You'll take one shot, was landing three. Super durable, excellent cardio, man. He looked like he won the third round. I bet Chaos, and I actually thought he won. But like I said, watching tape, like, it's so hard to think this dude's minus 300 against Kenan Song. Like, honestly, he should be like minus 140, minus 150. I'm going to take him because I'm going to say he's going to land more volume. I don't think he knocks out Song. Bedoya's got 7 decision wins of his 14 wins. Like, he's really not all that dangerous. This should be a really good fight because Kenan Song is a big, thick dude for this weight class. He's going to be 1 inch taller. I don't know, man. I'm taking Bedoya based off of volume. But if he gets cocky, dude, Kenan Song could knock him out. You've seen him almost knock out Ian Gary. So, oh, man, I'm going to take Bedoya by decision, but I'm going to stay out of that fight. I'm going to stay away from it. Next fight is in the men's 185-pound division, and this is going to be a banger. We got Chidi Bang Bang and Njokuani versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. Chidi Njokuani is currently sitting at plus 100. He's 22-9. He's 34 years old, 6'3", with the 80-inch reach. Michal Oleksiejczuk is 18-6, currently sitting at minus 120. He's only 28 years old, 6 foot with the 74-inch reach. So you see, Chidi's going to be 6 years older, but Chidi's going to have 3 inches of height and 6 inches of reach advantage. Chidi Njokuani, man, excellent Muay Thai striking. He's very, very powerful. He's got powerful hit kicks, powerful punches. You've seen that knee to the Gregory Rodriguez's head when he dropped down for a shot, busted his head wide open. You've seen him able to hit Dusko with that elbow out of the clinch, knock him out cold. The 1-2 to Marc-Andre Barriault was able to put him out quick, and I'd have been on Barriault there. That sucked. But then you've seen his last fight where he slowed down and was very low output against Albert Duriev, was scared of the takedown and stuff. But like I said, excellent Muay Thai, pretty good defensive and offensive grappling. Like you've seen on the Contender Series, he was able to out-grapple Mario Souza, who's not all that good. But then you've seen he showed pretty good takedown defense against Duriev. Even though he got taken out in the first round, he was able to keep it standing for the next 2 rounds. But Gregory Rodriguez just overpowered him. But powerful Muay Thai. He's a good hammer, not the best nail in the world. I think he's been finished in almost all of his fights. He's got 7. He's got 7 finish losses, 4 KO, 3 submission. Very long, very tall, throws hard kicks, throws hard punches, and he's pretty tough if he doesn't gas out. But he seems to lose a lot of his sting by the second round. He doesn't seem to be able to. He doesn't seem to still have that KO power and to be nearly as dangerous, But decent offensive and defensive grappling at times. Michal Oleksiejczuk, I've liked since he moved down to 185. I know last fight he got choked out by Kyle Barallo, but that happened, man. That was striker versus grappler, and Kyle Barallo is one of the top end grapplers in the whole UFC at this point. But man, he looked good against Cody Brundage, was able to get the reversal after getting taken down, pounded him out, came out and just killed Sam Alvey, man. Had a good, close, tough fight with Dustin Jacoby, and had some good wins up there at 205 before he dropped to 185, man. Modestas Bukauskas, back in the day, he had Shamil Gamzatov. So the dude's got good boxing. He really does have good boxing. He's got excellent uppercuts. He's got really good feints. He's got really good pressure, and with them feints and pressures, like that Kazama, he slowed that dude down. That dude gassed out in the first 2.5 minutes just from the pressure that he put on him, not even from the shots. But this is going to be a good fight, man, because Oleksiejczuk, where he only boxes, he doesn't throw too many leg kicks. Chidi can box a little bit, but he likes to get his knees involved, elbows, and kicks. So this is going to be a very, very, very tough fight. Both of these dudes are really, really good. I'm going to go with Michal Oleksiejczuk in this. I'm going to say that with his boxing pressure, he's able to alleviate a lot of them, the long-range kicks and the long punches that Chidi's going to have by him staying in his face. And I'm going to say that he's going to be able to beat up Chidi, man. This is going to be a crazy fight. I'm going to be looking at what the over-under is at, but I like Michal Oleksiejczuk, and I'm going to take him by second round KO. I'm going to say these dudes go at it, and I'm going to say he's able to survive. He seemed a little more durable in his career, and I'm going to say he gets Chidi out of there in a very close fight, but I don't think I'll be betting that fight at all. Next fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Waldo Cortes-acosta versus Lukasz Brzeski. Waldo Cortes-acosta is 9-1, currently sitting at -290. He's 31 years old, 6'4" with a 78-inch reach. Lukasz Brzeski is 8-3-1, currently sitting at +235. He's 31 years old, 6'4" with a 78-inch reach. So you see, these dudes are about the same exact everything, man. Age, height, reach. Waldo's going to probably have about a 10-pound advantage on him. Waldo Cortes-acosta, he's new to the UFC. Sure, he's fought in here 3 times, but he's still new to the UFC. He's got really good boxing. He's got pro boxing experience. Yeah, he was knocked out. He got like a win. He was knocked out a couple times in boxing, but still good enough to get in the pro boxing ring. He's got a phenomenal jab. He throws a ton of volume. He's got decent power. He's not that dangerous, but he does throw a ton of volume, which I like. He puts pressure on guys. He works the body well. He can throw a 10-punch combination with power when he wants to, but he doesn't do it all that much. But you've seen him do it against Vanderaa and Sherman. I'd bet the over in both them fights. And when he was letting go with his hands, taking off on them guys, it looked like he was going to get him out of there, but he would only do that once or twice and burst in fights. But throwing all the combos, excellent boxing. He really doesn't do anything else. Decent takedown defense. He got taken down against Marcos Rogerio de Lima, but showed good takedown defense against Vanderaa and Sherman. He cannot block a leg kick to save his life. He just eats leg kick after leg kick after leg kick and goes and screams at him and eats more leg kicks. But he's very, very tough. He's very, very durable. He's got pretty good cardio. He does slow down in the third, but he's got good cardio. His last 3 fights have went to decision though, so he's not all that dangerous. Lukasz Brzeski, man, this dude's pretty good. Gave me the scare of my life when he was beating up Martin Buday and somehow lost that decision. But I thought he won that fight. I even went back and watched it again, and he clearly won that fight. And then was taken down 8 times against Carl Williams. He wasn't held down that much, but he was taken down. He slowed down a lot during that fight from the grappling, but you won't have to worry about that here. But he's got good boxing with fast hands himself. You've seen against Buday. He's got good power in his right hand. He's got pretty good leg kicks with some power on him. He was hitting Carl Williams with some nice leg kicks. He's got pretty good takedown defense, even though he got taken down by Carl Williams, who has way better grappling than Waldo Cortes-acosta ever have. He was able to get up pretty quick on most of them. Sometimes he was held down towards the end of the third because he was just gassed. But he's got a good clinch game. He's got good knees. He's got good elbows. He's got pretty good grappling. Like, he's going to have the better grappling here. So this fight's going to play out close, I think. I think it mostly plays out on the feet. I think Waldo Cortes-acosta can keep it standing, but I think it's going to be very close because Brzeski is as good as Vanderaa in them, if not better, and he's going to throw more volume, and he's got way more variety of weapons. I am going to take Waldo Cortes-acosta to win by decision because I think he's going to have the one coming forward with the forward pressure, and I think he's going to land the bigger shots when these guys are boxing. And Brzeski tends to show some damage on his face. So give me Waldo Cortes-acosta by decision, but I'm not confident in that pick at all or that fight. It's not the best fight in the world. Next fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. Junior, the juggernaut Tafa, is 4-1, currently sitting at -150. He's 26 years old. 6'3" with a 72-inch reach. I don't think that's right, though. I think his reach is longer than that. It looks like it anyways. Parker Porter, 14-8, 38 years old, 6 foot with a 75-inch reach. So you see Justin Tafa is 12 years younger than Parker Porter. He's going to have 3 inches of height and then a 3-inch reach disadvantage. Junior Tafa, man, this kid has some really good kickboxing. He's really, really dangerous, man. He's got excellent power in both of his hands. He's got really good stepping and flying knees. He's got phenomenal elbows out of the clinch, man. He hit Muhammad Usman with some solid elbows in the clinch. Had Usman on skates like 3 or 4 times. That was a super close fight. I actually thought he could have won it based off of damage because Usman was able to take him down a couple times in the second and third round and get some control time, but he didn't do no damage. And Muhammad Usman has, good background in wrestling and was able to take him down, but he still had some troubles in the first round. He wasn't able to, and then was able to get him down more in the second and third. But yeah, man, this dude is dangerous. Junior Tafa, crazy stepping knees, crazy powerful. Everything he does is to hurt you, man. His lead left hand is awesome. He's got a good takedown D, like I said, for at least 1.5 rounds against a good takedown artist. And he's just dangerous. He's powerful. He's mean. And he hits super hard, man. world-class K1 kickboxing experience. He's been doing that for a while. And then his brother's Justin Tafa, so you know them dudes been throwing down. Parker Porter, 38 years old, decent, well-rounded heavyweight. Like, he's not really good at boxing. I mean, his striking isn't bad, but he's not great at it. He doesn't throw no power. He does throw decent volume for a big guy. He tries to wrestle, but he doesn't have good wrestling. You can see against Alan Badeau, he wasn't even able to take Alan Badeau down or finish Alan Badeau. He went to decision with him. And had some decent fights with Chase Sherman and Josh Parisian and them guys. But he throws pretty good combos. He's got a pretty good 2-punch to leg kick combo, you know, finishing with that leg kick, which is nice. He got good cardio for a big man. He throws a ton of volume, but he can be hurt, man. He's got 7 finish losses, 4 KO losses, and then he's got 3 submission losses. Couldn't finish Alan Badeau, couldn't take down Alan Badeau, which leads me to believe that he's not going to be able to take down Junior Tafa in this fight. And Junior Tafa is way more dangerous than Alan Badeau. I'm taking Junior Tafa. I think he gets the knockout here. I think he gets the first round knockout because Parker Porter is not going to be able to get the takedown in the first round, and Parker Porter is not going to his striking is not powerful enough to stand with Tafa. And I think Tafa hits him with something big, just like his brother did, or like Chris Dawkins did, or all these other guys that's finished Parker Porter. So give me Junior Tafa by first or second round KO. Next fight is going to be awesome. This is in the women's flyweight division. We got Erin Blanchfield versus Tailia Santos. Erin Blanchfield is 11-1, currently sitting at -150. She's 24 years old, 5'4" with a 68-inch reach. Tailia Santos is 19-2, currently sitting at +125. 30 years old, 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. So you see Tailia Santos is going to be 2 inches taller and 6 years older. Erin cold-blooded Blanchfield. This girl's good, man. Her striking's improving, her boxing's improving, her forward pressure's good, her cardio's good, her toughness is good. She's got decent wrestling. She's got really good jiu-jitsu, man. If she gets on your back or in any choke area, she's going to hurt you. She's going to choke you. She's going to finish you. She's definitely improving in her striking. I like her left body kick. That's what she was hurting JJ Aldrich with after losing most of that fight. She's got a nice right body and head kick. Is a right kick. She's got good wrestling. Like I said, she's got her top control is awesome on top, and her ground and pound is phenomenal. She doesn't stop. She starts hitting you, moving, transitioning. You've seen it against Molly McCann. She beat the crap out of her. But this girl's really good, man, especially for only being 24 years old. I want to see some more improvement in her striking, and I would like her wrestling to get better. Like, she couldn't get Jessica Andrade to the ground until towards the end of the second, where she was able to get that rear naked choke. But Andrade was way smaller, but she was just able to stop all the takedowns. She wasn't able to get JJ Aldrich to the ground. JJ Aldrich was able to stop all the takedowns. So that kind of stuff worries me, man, when it comes to her fighting Tailia Santos, because Tailia Santos is super well-rounded. She's got really good wrestling. She's got excellent BJJ, and she's got phenomenal Muay Thai striking. You've seen in JoJo Calderwood, she knocked her down twice before submitting her. Roxanne Modafferi, she threw a beating on her, man. Jillian Robertson, same thing, took her down, stayed safe on top, and beat her up. I thought she beat Valentina Shevchenko. I thought she won the first 3 rounds. I just rewatched it back, and I thought she won the first 3 rounds. She out-wrestled Shevchenko, and she was doing great in the striking until she got headbutted and her eye swelled up. But she's very well-rounded. She's got very good wrestling. Her striking's good. She's got a fast, powerful jab. Her leg kicks are powerful. Like, I like everything about her game, and I think she should have been the champion right now. She should have been fighting Alexa Grasso. But both these girls, like I said, are well-rounded, right? They both got good jiu-jitsu. They both got good striking. I think Tailia Santos is 2 inches taller. I think she has better striking here, more power in her hands. I think she's going to have the wrestling advantage, and I think that BJJ is going to cancel out. So give me Tailia Santos, and I'm going to take her by decision. I think the 3-round fight favors her, and I think that she's going to be able to get the win. In 5 rounds, that would maybe favor Blanchfield because maybe her volume and pressure and all that would catch up to Santos. But Santos, to me, beat Shevchenko in a 3-round fight. So I think she can beat Blanchfield. So give me Tailia Santos, the bigger, and I'm going to say better fighter at this point in her career. I can't wait to see Blanchfield at 30. She's going to be a murderer and probably been the champ for like 4 years. But I think right now it's going to be Tailia Santos' time. Next fight is in the men's 135-pound division. We got Rinya Nakamura versus Fernie Garcia. Rinya Nakamura is 7-0, currently sitting at -700. 28 years old, 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. Fernie Garcia is 10-3, 31 years old. Currently sitting at plus 500, 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. So you see these guys are the same height. Nakamura is going to have 1 inch of reach, and that's where the comparisons end. Rinya Nakamura, man, this kid was a world champion wrestler, could have went to the Olympics, but chose to do fighting instead. His striking is phenomenal, man. This kid throws heat. And he's constantly looking to kill you. His straight left is phenomenal. That's what he took Kazama out with in the last fight. Just boom, put it out there. I mean, they were having a slugfest before that, but man, he's so fast, accurate, and powerful with it that boom, just put Kazama out 33 seconds into the first round. More of the same with his last fight against Nose, where that was on the road to the UFC, where he was able to get him out of there too. And that guy was decently tough too, and he was able to just hit him with some big shots. Then his wrestling, man. His wrestling is phenomenal. His jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. He's got all the different submissions. He's got whatever you want, man. He key locked Guzman. And then and his fourth ever fight was fighting a Brazilian dude that's 23-6. If that don't tell you how good and how much talent this kid has, then I don't know what will. And then he's fighting, so like I said, this kid, world-class wrestling, looks like he has world-class jiu-jitsu. His striking is so fast, accurate, and looks like world-class striking with KO power and everything he does, man. This kid's a real star. This kid is a real prospect. Fernie Garcia is not, man. Fernie Garcia is not bad, but he's a boxer. That's all he does is box. He doesn't throw leg kicks. He doesn't wrestle. He doesn't have wrestling defense, and he boxes. And at that, he doesn't even have power in the boxing. He's got 6 decisions out of 10 wins. I'm not that high on him. You've seen him get beat up by Brady Heastan. You've seen him get beat up by Journey Newsome. I'm taking Rinya Nakamura here. Fernie Garcia is tough. He's never been finished. So I don't know, man. I don't know how this fight ends. I would be maybe looking at the under 2.5. But the way Nakamura fights is he's going for the finish at all times. But I'm not sure how it ends. But give me Rinya Nakamura by domination, man. I really do like this kid, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it. Other than obviously Tatsura, this is the biggest prospect coming out of Japan in a long time. Next fight is in the men's featherweight division. We got Giga Chikadze, the return, versus Alex Caceres. Giga Chikadze is 14-3, currently sitting at -225. He's 35 years old, 6 foot with a 74-inch reach. Alex Caceres is 21-13, currently sitting at +185. He's 35 years old, also 5'10 with a 73.5-inch reach. So you see, Giga's going to have 2 inches of reach, half an inch of height. Giga Chikadze, one of the best kickboxers to do it, man. This dude is a Georgian warrior. Tough as hell, man. World-class kickboxing. He's got his phenomenal Giga kick to the body at Cub Swanson with. That's his left kick right to the body. He's also can throw it up to the head and get guys like Jamie Simmons like that. But he's very tough, man. He throws a decent amount of volume, but he throws with power in everything he does, man. He's throwing spinning kicks. His punches are powerful. That's what he got Edson Barbosa out of there after beating him up with kicks most of the fight, and Barbosa boxing him up a little bit. He turned his boxing on at the end and was able to get him out of there. But he's got fast boxing from the right hand stance, man. Awesome head kicks with both legs. Awesome leg kicks with both legs. Just a very well-rounded striker. He's got pretty good defensive wrestling and pretty good jiu-jitsu. But in this fight, man, he's fighting Alex Caceres, who has good striking. He has good striking. He's got like a karate stance himself with good striking. He's super durable. He's got good kicks, good punches. Not that dangerous in the striking department, but he does put on good volume. And I mean, he kicked Julian Rosa in the head and got that knockout. And he's got some decent rear naked chokes. He's been doing some grappling tournaments lately. This is a very, very tough fight because Alex Caceres is a veteran. He's very well rounded. But he doesn't check leg kicks. That's another big thing I wanted to point out. And Giga throws some hard leg kicks. This is going to be a very good fight right here. I know probably a lot of people is going to be on Giga. I'm going to take Alex Caceres as the underdog. Here's why I'm going to take it. I'm going to say Alex Caceres is going to have a decent grappling advantage, man. And I think that he's going to use that in this fight. His wrestling hasn't looked all that bad lately. And nobody really tests Giga's defensive grappling, not Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar actually took him down and beat him up on the ground some, but Barbosa didn't try. Cub Swanson didn't have time to try. Jamie Simmons didn't try. Omar Morales didn't try. Erwin Rivera didn't try. Jamal Emmers could have been the one to do it, but he didn't try. But I think Alex Caceres is tough enough to survive Giga's striking, and then he can start putting some grappling on Giga. So give me Alex Caceres, and I'm actually going to say he chokes him out. Give me Alex Caceres by rear naked choke, but not confident and probably not betting that fight at all. Co-main event time, man. We got the rematch nobody asked for. Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann 2. Anthony Lionheart Smith is 36 and 18, currently sitting at plus 110. He's 35 years old, 6'4" with a 76-inch reach. Ryan Spann is 21 and 8, currently sitting at minus 140, 32 years old, 6'5" with the 81.5-inch reach. Yeah, man, Anthony Smith, he's a veteran. He's been fighting for a while. He's 35 years old now. He beat the shit out of Ryan Spann and rear naked choked him in the first round after a while. What was that? About 2 years ago. After wobbling him bad every time he hit him, hurting him. You seen him against Jimmy Crew with the powerful leg kicks, was able to have the doctor stop it because his foot stopped working. His defensive and offensive jiu-jitsu is excellent. He was able to triangle choke Devin Clark. When he takes a step back in competition, Anthony Smith handles him accordingly, but he's just been fighting the toughest guys in the world for a long time. Johnny Walker, he's on a new streak. He's been fighting smarter, so he did good in that fight. He fought Magomed Ankalaev. He hurt his ankle, but yeah, he got beat there. But man, that's one of the best dudes in the world. That dude would smoke Ryan Spann. Then he smoked Ryan Spann. Had a tough fight with Ratchik. Had a tough fight with Glover, which we know what Glover would do to Spann. And it was able to submit Alexander Gustafsson, rear naked choked Volkan Uzmir. This dude's good, man. I like him. And the thing I like about him is he's durable. And when he takes step backs in competition, like against Spann, Crute, Devin Clark, you see he finishes all three of them in the first round. And he's going to do that again here because Ryan Spann, man, where he has decent striking, he's got decent power in his hands, he's got okay wrestling, he's got pretty good offensive jiu-jitsu, but not the best defensive jiu-jitsu. And I think he's a good hammer and a bad nail. You see, he's been submitted 3 times, TKO'd 3 times. He was submitted in his last fight against Nikita Krylov. Comes back and beats Dominic Reyes with the power jab and says that, I'm finally training and all this. I'm the baddest man. But that's what he does every time he has a loss. And if you look, he's never beat a good person. He's beat Devin Clark. He's beat Sam Alvey Misha. We're not talking about them. And Dominic Reyes with Wash. So his best wins are Ian Kutalaba and Devin Clark. You know what I mean? If you go look, he's a good hammer, terrible nail. You see all of his losses are first round losses. That's what's going to happen here again. Anthony Smith is a better striker. He's got better jiu-jitsu, and he's way more durable. And he's going to come out here, and he's going to beat up Ryan Spann again. He's going to finish Ryan Spann. Like, people would be like, oh, Anthony Smith went to decision with Johnny Walker, this and that. Ryan Spann got elbowed out by Johnny Walker in under 2 minutes, and he got freaking beat up by Anthony Smith. And Anthony Smith's 35, Ryan Spann's 32. It's not like they're like – this is where – Anthony Smith is 41 years old now, and Brian Spann's 33, and he's still dude. And Anthony Smith, I don't care what anybody says, the dude's durable, and he's going to get this win here. And Ryan Spann's anything but durable. Main event time. We got Max Holloway versus Seung Jung. Max Holloway is 24 and 7, currently sitting at minus 700. He's 31 years old, 5'11" with a 69-inch reach. Seung Jung, the Korean zombie, is 17 and 7, currently sitting at plus 500. 36 years old, 5'7" with a 72-inch reach. So we see Max is 5 years younger. Max has 4 inches of height, and Zombie's going to have 3 inches of reach. Max Holloway, man, what's there to say about this guy? He's a Hall of Famer. The kid is good. He's got phenomenal boxing. His kicks are even getting better. His body and leg kicks are getting better since he's been fighting Volkanovski. He boxes great from either stance, throws excellent combos. He builds up his pace, pressure, and volume as the fight goes. He's beat everybody that you can beat other than Volkanovski. Anybody that comes to 145 and fights him, he beats. His only last 3 losses are all to Volkanovski. Second one was close, but he went up to 155 to fight Poirier there. But, man, he's so well-rounded. His takedown defense is phenomenal. His offensive wrestling is good. You've seen it against Yair. His defensive jiu-jitsu, offensive jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. Boxing is some of the best in the division. Decent power, but tons and tons of value and pressure and pace, and beats people up. And like I said, if you're not named Volkanovski, man, you have a tough time against Max. The Korean Zombie is going to have a tough time against Max. Zombie, he's older. He's younger. I think he should have retired after that last beating. I don't think you come in from the beating from Volkanovski and then, want to fight Max Holloway. It's kind of a weird fight. Max is like ranked number 2 and where Chen Young-Zung's ranked 12, but they do want to fight in Singapore, and they do want to have Chen Young-Zung in it, but I think they could have found him a better opponent, a better fight for him. But Chen Young-Zung, man, good boxing with power, good overhand right. He's got power. You've seen that versus Moicano and Edgar. Sneaky timing on his his takedowns. That's what he was using to get that win over Dan Ige. And he's just very, very, very well rounded. He's got good BJJ. He's got great chokes. He had a twister win, one of the first twister wins ever over Leonard Garcia. And just a dog, man, very experienced, mixes up his games well. I just don't see how he wins here because he's not going to take Max down and use his jiu-jitsu and hold him down. He's not going to outstrike Max. He's not going to outbox Max. And at this point, he's not going to out-durable Max. He's not going to out-cardio Max. So I'm taking Max Holloway. Max doesn't usually finish too many people, so I don't know if he finishes Chan Sung Jung here. But after what the beating and how slow he looked against Volkanovski, I'm going to say that Max is able to get him out of here and just puts too much of a beating on him, gets him out of here in the 4th round. So give me Max by 4th round TKO. I may throw a little sprinkle on that. Who knows? But I really do like Max. I'm sure everybody likes Max this week. I appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out, checking out my breakdown again, man. Please smash that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Show some support however you can. We're winning 11 of 13 weeks. That's almost 3 months or 2 months or 3 months. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep that going. We're going to get some big momentum. Look out for, I'm going to have a Friday night live show. Johnny's going to be out of town, but I'm going to have a couple cool guests on I'll get a hold of. And look out for our Thursday night live show. And then Saturday, I think I'm going to do a watch along with everybody at 5 in the morning. Get up early, get some coffee and stuff. Let's watch the fights together, do some live stuff or something, but we'll have a good time, man. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I will